Imagine you charge a client $2,000 for a project. It normally takes you 20 hours. Then AI enters your workflow. The same research takes minutes. The first draft appears almost instantly. Tasks that used to consume an entire afternoon are finished before lunch. Suddenly, that 20-hour project takes 10 hours. So here's the uncomfortable question. Should your $2,000 fee become $1,000? Because if you charge for your time, that seems logical. Half the hours, half the bill. But there's a problem with that logic. The client didn't hire you because they desperately wanted 20 hours of your life. They hired you because they wanted a result. And right now, AI is exposing just how different those two things really are. This isn't some distant future problem. In Thomson Reuters' 2025 research, professionals projected that AI could save them around 5 hours per week within the following year, roughly 240 hours per year. And the strange part is that becoming faster doesn't necessarily appear to be making skilled workers less valuable. PwC's 2026 Global AI Jobs Barometer reports that workers with AI skills command an average 62% wage premium compared with comparable roles that do not require those skills. So we're entering a strange economy. The work can take less time while the person doing it becomes more valuable. And that changes everything we thought we knew about pricing. Because for decades, professional services have had a simple relationship with time. More hours meant more money. A lawyer spends 6 hours on something instead of 3, more billable hours. A consultant needs another week, bigger invoice. A freelancer finishes a project in 20 hours, 20 hours get billed. The system made sense because time was one of the easiest ways to measure work. But AI creates a paradox. The better you become at using technology, the fewer hours you may need. And under a purely hourly model, becoming more productive can actually reduce your income. Think about how backwards that is. Imagine two consultants. Consultant A has 15 years of experience, has built sophisticated AI workflows, recognizes problems immediately, and finishes an important project in 5 hours. Consultant B has less experience, uses inefficient processes, makes several mistakes, and takes 15 hours to produce roughly the same result. If both charge $200 an hour, Consultant A makes $1,000. Consultant B makes $3,000. The slower professional gets rewarded, the faster professional gets punished. And once you see that contradiction, you realize that AI isn't simply changing how quickly work gets done. It's challenging what clients should actually be paying for. Because there are really two things you can sell. You can sell your time, or you can sell the value created during that time. And those are not the same product. Suppose a company has a conversion problem costing it $100,000 every month. You identify the problem, redesign one part of its sales process, and help recover $30,000 a month. Now imagine the solution took you 30 hours. Then imagine AI and better systems allow you to reach the same answer in 15. Did the client suddenly receive half the value? No. The business is still recovering $30,000 a month. Only your process became more efficient. And that distinction becomes increasingly important as AI gets better. Because eventually, clients may stop asking, "How long did this take?" and start asking, "What did this solve?" That sounds great for professionals. But there's another side to this story. You can't simply take every task AI makes faster and pretend nothing has changed. Because clients have AI too. They know a basic presentation doesn't necessarily require 3 days anymore. They know a first draft can be generated quickly. They know research can be accelerated. And when something that once required 10 hours becomes a 2-hour commodity, charging 10 hours simply because that's what you charged in 2022 becomes increasingly difficult to defend. So the answer isn't, never lower your prices. The answer is more complicated. Stop allowing hours alone to determine your value. Some work really will become cheaper, especially work where the client primarily wants execution, basic summaries, routine drafts, simple research, standardized designs, and repeatable administrative work. When AI makes those services dramatically easier for everyone to produce, competition increases and prices can come under pressure. But something very different happens when AI accelerates work that still depends on expertise. Imagine an experienced tax professional using AI. The machine can analyze documents faster. It can summarize regulations. It can help organize information. But the professional still has to determine what matters, recognize unusual risk, understand the client's situation, verify the output, and take responsibility for the recommendation. The typing got faster. The judgment didn't become irrelevant. In fact, judgment may become more important because AI can generate answers faster than humans can evaluate whether those answers are actually good. That is where professional pricing starts moving away from effort and toward expertise. And expertise has always contained something clients don't see. They see the 5-hour project. They don't see the 10 years that made 5 hours possible. A junior designer might need 12 attempts to solve a visual problem. A senior designer might recognize the solution in 20 minutes. A new consultant might spend 3 days analyzing information. An expert might look at the same information and immediately know which 3 numbers matter. Speed isn't always evidence that something was easy. Sometimes speed is evidence that someone is very good, and AI amplifies that difference. It gives skilled people leverage. The question becomes what they do with it, because there are at least 3 ways professionals can respond when work starts taking half as long. The first is to keep selling hours, if you choose this route. Productivity creates a simple problem: you need more clients or higher hourly rates to replace the hours that disappeared. Finish twice as fast, and you need roughly twice as much work just to bill the same number of hours. That can work, but you're effectively using AI to run faster on the same treadmill. The second option is fixed fee pricing. Instead of saying, "I charge $200 an hour," you say, "This project costs $4,000. Now the client knows the cost before the work begins, and you have an incentive to become efficient. If the project used to take 20 hours and now takes 10, your effective hourly return increases. The client isn't necessarily losing either. They bought the agreed deliverable for the agreed price. If you can provide it faster without sacrificing quality, speed can actually become part of the value. Then there's the third model, value-based pricing. This is where the conversation changes completely. Instead of beginning with, "How many hours will this require?" you begin with, "What is this problem worth solving?" If a business problem is costing a company millions, solving it can be enormously valuable even if the insight itself takes an expert only a few hours to discover. Of course, value pricing isn't magic. You can't simply look at a client's revenue and randomly demand a percentage of it. Your price still has to make sense relative to the outcome, alternatives, risk, competition, scope, and how much of that outcome you can realistically influence. But the principle is powerful. Price should reflect what the client receives, not merely how long your keyboard was active. And this creates another important shift. If AI saves you 50% of the execution time, you don't necessarily need to spend that saved time doing nothing. You can reinvest it into the parts of the service clients actually care about. More strategic thinking, better quality control, more scenarios, faster communication, deeper personalization, better customer experience, or simply faster delivery. Now AI hasn't reduced your service, it has increased what you can deliver inside the same economic model. That idea lines up with broader productivity data. PwC's 2025 Global AI Jobs Barometer found that industries most exposed to AI saw 3x higher growth in revenue per employee than industries least exposed to AI. In other words, productivity isn't automatically destroying value. In many cases, it's expanding it. But there is one mistake professionals need to avoid. Don't hide behind AI. If your entire value proposition is, "I know how to use ChatGPT," your advantage probably won't last very long. Tools spread, features become cheaper, competitors learn, clients learn. What remains valuable is everything surrounding the tool. Knowing what question to ask, knowing which information matters, knowing when the output is wrong, knowing the client's business, making decisions under uncertainty, taking responsibility, and turning an answer into an actual business result. That's why the professionals most vulnerable to pricing pressure may not simply be the ones using AI. They may be the ones whose entire service can be reduced to a prompt. So if your work suddenly takes half as long, don't immediately ask, should I charge half as much? Ask a better set of questions. Has the value to the client fallen? Has the quality changed? Has the risk changed? Has the market price changed? Can the client easily reproduce this result themselves? And most importantly, what exactly are they paying me for? If they're paying for hours, then yes, fewer hours create a pricing problem. If they're paying for a standardized task that AI has commoditized, your rates may face pressure too. But if they're paying for judgment, accountability, strategy, specialized knowledge, or a measurable outcome, then faster execution doesn't automatically justify a lower price. Sometimes it just means you've become more productive. For most of human history, we have rewarded tools that make valuable work faster. We don't ask a construction company to charge more because it refuses to use modern equipment. We don't want an accountant deliberately using slower software so the invoice looks justified. And we certainly wouldn't ask a surgeon to make a procedure take longer simply so the fee feels earned. Efficiency is supposed to be progress. AI simply makes that reality impossible for knowledge workers to ignore. So the biggest pricing question of the AI era may not be whether your work takes 10 hours or 5. It may be whether your business knows the difference between selling effort and selling results. Because AI is making effort cheaper. Information is becoming cheaper. First drafts are becoming cheaper. Routine execution is becoming cheaper. But judgment, trust, accountability, and meaningful outcomes can still be extremely valuable. And the professionals who understand that distinction won't necessarily use AI to charge less. They'll use it to deliver more. So when your next project takes half as long, don't automatically cut the invoice in half. First ask yourself, did the time disappear or did the value disappear? Because those are two very different things. And in the AI economy, understanding that difference could determine not only what you charge, but what your expertise is worth.